Hello, and welcome back to the continuing adventures of my Gnoll Wanderer as he treks through the dungeon. Where last we left off, I'd had a rickety start that has resulted in me still having no helmet, and I had a weird mismatch where I had very good opening spells for the early dungeon, but nothing yet for the middle or late dungeon. And despite that, and a very, very bad opening of the Orcish Mines. Multiple failed attempts to summon a bookshop or even a good shop. And despite all of that, I've managed to come around quite well and stay alive. And Minotaur's lair. We're mapping and we're getting there. So it looks like the Minotaur's lair is due west of us. That's actually really good for us. We can definitely get there. I think I just walk in that direction for now and see what becomes of me. So far, so good. We can't reliably go up here, but we can mass silence these guys who are following me. I should resist poison. Yeah, okay, good. I forget how I'm doing that exactly. I just know I am. I'm not worried about the confused in front of these guys, unless that's an orcish knight. Nope, it's a warrior. Not that scary. Still trying to just walk away. Good. Can we get a couple more steps, please? Okay, we are back on our feet. Double warg. And in we go. Okay, we'll have to come out and deal with that when we get out. But for now, let's explore the place that I've committed to. All right, what do we got? So from Artifact's point of view, there is a helmet, an amulet, and an iron ring, and that's it. Of these, the helmet is the most tempting. The amulet is second most. The iron ring is a distant third. Books are valuable and are equally found on both sides. Presumably, I don't know what the books are. So it looks like I either... Oh, I do know those southern books, and I apparently have that already. The southern monsters include all things that I should be able to defeat. The northern monsters include things I should defeat, and then the orange crystal statue, which I don't know how dangerous we're talking, but probably pretty dangerous. I think I go the northern route, and I think I wing it. I might get mutated. That's the worst thing that can happen, and I'm pretty sure that sees invisible. There's a high probability of being mutated as a result of going north, but there's at least one mutation potion there, so I can undo some of the damage. So I think we're doing the north path, and I'm pretty sure I can survive it. I'm not yet sure how bad the orange statue is going to be, but I feel like this is a nothing ventured, nothing gained scenario. I have to risk it in order to get ahead. This will also secure the helmet that I need, which is, of course, the last piece of armor I'm missing. So what we're going to do, we're going to attract everything to this side and put on resist corrosion, because that's the one thing that they have on me. They don't have poison or fire, so I don't need to wear that yet. We've got everything here. We're going to walk in, walk across, and pick up the two things I need, and then fight only if I have to. I have 2 slots. That is enough. So in we go. I think. Oh, also I should say hello all. Please enjoy. Okay. Yeah, into the fray. I don't need to use buff spells. I have a very direct path walking north, so this is fine. I didn't realize that those doors were those walls were open. I think ring first, book second. Lightning Spire is the answer to a problem I've been having for a while. It's a significant power boost over what I'm currently using. Same for Ice Beast and Guardian Golem. And the best part is all of those are well within castability already, even as I wear... Oh, I'm only in a robe, so that's not saying much. That was fantastic. Yeah, let's go ahead and check out the new ring, see what we just picked up. Int plus pittance, not really that worth it. I'm not corrodable in the next chamber. I don't think evade helps me that much. I don't think that those things test evasion. So stealth is probably my watchword, or a little bit of int for more damage. Where's the best place for them to be when I go in? I guess it depends how many eyes there are. It looks like it's just those two. I don't need the staff, and I don't need the mutation potion. If I can just walk out of there, I'll be happy. So it's going to be a step down. Oh no, there's no way to step down. It looks like it's left, up, and then walk around the S shape. If they can't malmutate through the glass, I could probably just walk out of there scot-free and just ignore the loot. I should have at least one free slot. I do. Yeah, I think we just go for it. We don't need haste. Unless there's another one on the south that I haven't seen, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Good, good, good. So they can be coming at me right now, but they can't have reached me. All right, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now the hardest one. There's no need to pre-prep here. We just go for it. Do I have apportation? No, so that's not a factor. It's strictly a case of what do I risk and how do I risk it. Now I'm pretty sure this guy can confuse, and he's highly probable to do so. He can brain feed, and he can drain. So yeah, getting into protracted conflict with that guy is not desirable. Can it see invisible? Can I just walk past it? Yes. Various fire and cold and electricity, so none of my standard attacks will work, and it can abjure. It doesn't mention anything about corrosion, so it's possible a multi-wave of acid could kill it. Nothing it does deals direct damage except maybe abjuration. No, not that. So basically what I have to fear is it's summoning a bunch of creatures. If I had a bunch of fog, I could fog and then move in. I don't. I guess it's really as simple as go for the helmet, take the helmet, leave. I have enough haste that I should risk a haste, I think. So let's just haste and then go for it. There's no other options. It can't make me blink, can it? No. So as long as I am ready and able to cure out of anything bad it does to me. Oh shit. Well, those are bad. Those can confuse and moss. And they also see invisible, I'm pretty sure. And I don't have a good AoE spell to deal with them. I think we just take another step south. Another one, perfect. That breaks as much eye contact as possible. Haha, no pun intended. We have enough acid to go willy-nilly with it, right? Yeah, so let's do that. Let's blow off as much acid as we need. We'll clear. Okay, I got confused here. That's actually not bad yet, because I can cure out of confusion and then just start blasting. That is bad, however. I didn't want to get berserked here. No. I don't want to step out. Right now, the shiny eye can't see me. So if I stand my ground here, I can get a reset, so to speak. Confusions by themselves are... Oh, no! No. This took me out of my safety. Cure. We're just gonna force blink to where we need to be, pick up what we need to pick up, step forward as soon as possible, and step out. Did we get it? Good enough. Now that we're here, we can be a little bit more patient. Let's go ahead and put on resist corrosion immediately, since that's the most likely thing to kill me in melee with this guy. And start thumping him with my mace. The moment I lose a bunch of health is the moment I cure. So far, so good. Oh, I'm corroded 8 and slowed. Shit. I think I have to cure out again. That's a lot of curing potions I just wasted, but let's drop a series of protections now. Lightning Spire, Summon Beast, etc. Easy kill. Okay. That was awful and scary, but we got through it, all for the sake of a very good helmet. Very good helmet. Evocable invisibility is excellent for me because I'm going to be passively building all the tools I need to use it. Do I run this mace or do I switch to a Vorpal dagger? I think I keep the mace for now. I have lots of ways of killing a Minotaur. The biggest thing I have to be afraid of is it getting the jump on me, so AC is king here. There's a... It has Wizardry, Will, Int +3. Well, that's the best string for me. I think let's start by dropping a Lightning Spire in the right position. That was the right position, but unfortunately it was the wrong timing. Okay, shout a couple times, see if we can draw the Minotaur out. It's not going to happen. Let me put Ice Beast on D, since that's usually where I like my active summon. Okay, there we go. Minotaur is seen. It is quite dangerous, and I'm gonna reach. It's got a reach weapon, so I'm not gonna get a lot of damage done here. I want it out in the open. Perfect. That's actually exactly the scenario I want. It getting zapped while it targets me. And if we can get a confuse off on it, now it's dead meat. It's almost exactly as bad what I'm doing to it as what happened to me was in that orange statue chamber. Okay, it's still alive. Tough little bird. Let's finish him. Okay, we win. And now we get all the loot, including the most important item I'm going to take out of here. We don't need Staff of Cold anymore. I'll find a spot for this, please. Wizardry Will in +3 is going to get me through most of a 3-rune game, if not all of it. A Vorpal Arbalist is two-handed, I don't care. Chainmail is not really my speed. What else we got here? More polymorph, tons of acid, tremor stones, and condenser vein for free. Now you just saved me 1.2 grand. Thank you. I could kiss you right now. Lose the ring of fire. We have plenty of RF options. Lose flame. I have better things to do to people. And take the 2 evocables. The problem is I wish I could have picked up an amulet. And I swear I thought I was on a road that gave me an amulet. But I guess that was the Southern Road. But honestly, just this book alone is worth everything right now. Because now I have Summon Lightning Spire, and that is a solid spell to work the dungeon with. What else are we missing? Anything else I need to pick up? No. Now we're about to go out into a bad situation. If I can get a freebie Evoke Invisibility, that would be awesome. I pulled it off at significant cost of life, but yep, there we go. We're going to drop a couple allies, including the Lightning Spire, and then while they all desperately try to deal with it and being confused, I will walk away. Nice and slow. Another one, please. Am I not resistant to poison anymore? Oh, I probably took off the ring. We'll switch to the dagger then. That's fine. These guys see invisible. That's why they're still on me. Let's just acid some of them, man. At this point, may as well. Seriously, you guys. Yeah, I don't care if the Lightning Spire gets hit. Just want to take all these out. Okay, I'm no longer invisible. Not that it matters heavily. I needed it mostly to get out from the portal I knew I had run for. So, Mission accomplished. Get a whole bunch of cash. And now we're golden. Let's keep fighting the good fight. I mean, at this point, like I said, the tipping point, that was probably the tipping point of the run. We have already defeated an orc warlord with nothing but Mephitic Cloud and some basic materials. So, you know, we're good. Yeah, why don't you guys just keep attacking me? Just ignore my summons, eh? There's no correct solution for you. Just death. I'm afraid we're out of good plans. All we have left is untimely death. I don't want to get mutated by that guy, so let's quickly zap him with acid. Okay, that didn't kill the summons like I expected. So we're just going to make a run for it. I thought that, I guess I had the wrong summoner. Drain not quite lifted yet. We need to get the confuse off on you immediately. That is done. Now what? Now we drop a couple. There we go. Ragtag summons. Get the confuse off on you, if at all possible. We're in a bad shape, so we're just going to run for it. Looks like the High Priest died right as I declared myself in a bad position. But being skittish here is important. It's a bad idea to get overconfident here. It's so easy for just a couple bad moves, and then a teleport when you weren't expecting it, and boom, game over. This is very winnable, and thus it's my game to lose. Okay, where's my Healy Mace? Let's whack things with Vamp until I get some health back. Mine is a hunger that will stop the world. Stop you. I thought I saw a kite shield at some point, but I don't know where or when. I think at the bottom of the lair, and I'm pretty sure I opted against it because it wasn't worth using at the time. Maybe it's gotten better. I mean, my shields were partially trained. Nah, never mind. I'm a long ways off from good. I also found a poly-resist sword somewhere. That's really good. Yeah, that one. Triple RF, double RC. So if I ever do reach a point where resistance patterns are important, I'm probably supplementing with that. It's not the elemental staff, but it's really good. Nothing that excites me. Not that price anyway. A random mace might be worth looking into. Random artifacts can still be really good sky weapons after all. Or sorry, stat weapons. I'm no longer going to carry out a single poison dart and a single of that. Yeah. Also, I can switch out boomerangs for pure silver at this point, since it's pretty clear that if I'm using them, it's a finite commodity planned anyway. Before he gets the chance to summon horrible, horrible things, let's do that. Too late. Horrible things summoned. Let's Condenser Vein and just win this fight outright. I'll get my Tremor Stones and Condenser Vein back in no time. And I really do have to practice using my items instead of just hoarding them. Especially the ones that recharge, don't you think? Also, I don't know the answer to this, and I see at least somebody's watching right now. So if you do know the answer, please holler. Do evocation training levels increase the speed at which your evocables recharge, as in how much EXP it takes? Or is that a fixed number or a variable by level number, and nothing you do changes that? And the reason I ask is because I think that would be a fantastic incentive to train evocations, is if it's more than just evocation spell power, as it were, but it's also, a direct. It lets you use that as a bread and butter portion of your build rather than only being an adjunct. All right, we found a book emporium, and it has Manual of Longblades, not exciting. Spellforge Servitor with Orb of Destruction, so my end game is set. Ozo's Armor, I kind of pass needing that. Olgreb's Toxic Radiance plus Ignite Poison, that's game winning, albeit with difficulty. No, I got the best of that already. No, maybe. Some good stuff. BVC, it's always really nice. Statue form and Irradiate's really good. Okay, so of these, I'm got my eye on J, K, and L, and H. I'm not in need of the new forms in any particular hurry, but how castable would an Irradiate be? Spam castable. Okay. And how castable would Spellforge Servitor be? Very nearly the same. So I guess right away, we're going to pick out Power, Irradiate, and we can take the Olgreb's combo because why not? Probably should have checked the other shop first, but yeah, like as predicted, it doesn't matter. I'm buying some of this stuff and not buying other stuff. Take all the curings and haste. Well, certainly take all the curings. The haste are pretty expensive. There's some mutation potions here for if I need them. That's fine. We're gonna ditch protection from fire is too tame a ring at this point to compete with what I've got. We're gonna ditch vulnerability scrolls. I seldom make time for those. Ditto for attraction. All right, and off we go. I almost forgot to memorize all my new spells. Haha. Let's do that and run away. And while we're here, Olgreb's Toxic Radiance. I love AoE spells, and this one's a fantastic example of the class. We'll also memorize Ignite Poison, which goes with it like peas and carrots. We'll run out of spell levels and use... Oh, wow, I have very little amnesia in this dungeon. Only 2. Of these, I can get back all the canine familiar stuff easy. Oh, Issekundrin, that's the easy choice. I can take either Orb of Destruction or Spellforge Servitor. If I take Servitor, he is going to be slinging around, I'm not even sure what. Fulminant Prisms? Mephitic Clouds? No, not the worst. I could also just take Dragon Form and then use that for a while. And Irradiate's bad on nobody. I have a lot of spell rebranding to do. I guess let's take Spellforge Servitor, if for no other reason than because he is a good safety spell. You have one of these guys following you, and what is he casting? Mephitic Clouds. That's pretty pathetic, so we're going to need to upgrade his spell list soon. But even just having a robust ally that doesn't easily take damage next to you is a huge benefit when fleeing from enemies. And yeah, Servitors are ridiculously robust. Yeah, Toxic Radiance should finish this, and we'll Ignite Poison once or twice. Boom. Poor man's Vaunt. Alright, we got another staircase. Let's try all 3. Toxic Radiance, baby. Can't leave the cave without it. Much like the Bat credit card. Also, I do want Irradiate sooner rather than later so that I can just deal with melee enemies that way. But this is clearly the power spikes that I've been craving all game, and I'm so glad that they finally hit. So Orc is cleared, and, well, we're done so. Let's double check to make sure I haven't left a whole lot of dungeon behind. Let's switch over to this. All right, we're gonna go to D3 and start dealing with the exclusions. Staircase exclusion, not scary. What's next? Fully explored, next. Law altered, nothing of note. What's next? D8 has a ghost, D7 has a transporter. Do I want to deal with this vault? Sure I do. I'm not afraid of no electric eels. No ghosts reported in. Alright, what's next? Novice Deep Elf Wizard. You are going to get rocked. Look at you blinking around there. The only reason you didn't die faster is because you didn't stay in the same place too long. I wonder. Oh yeah, there's a white dragon at the bottom of the lair. Let's go there. Just polish off some of this stuff real quick. Who knows if they hid some valuables behind him beyond just him being there. I'm resisting cold, right? Yeah, okay, good. We'll drop a fiery poison cloud on you and bash you to death while you burn to death. Nothing valuable. We'll go for the next amnesia scroll, wherever it may be. That's the one. And we'll lose Fulminant Prism for 4 levels, definitely. In favor of Statue Form's not a bad mid-pull, but I think the obvious choice here would be Orb of Destruction. And since I can't afford that yet, maybe I wait 1 spell level till I can. That would bring my Servitor fully online. All right, onwards to the end of the dungeon, or at least deeper in the dungeon. Stab the Necrophage while I have the chance. Boom, boom. You serious? You serious right now? Just die. Boom, boom. All right, and we are once again trolling and rolling. I don't have Irradiate. I seriously don't have a good melee option when they get that close. So yeah, Irradiate's what I'm waiting on, I guess. Or, you know, for Orb of Destruction for a similar effect. You guys are all poisonable, therefore you're all dead. Yeah, it used to be you guys are poisonable, therefore I can deal with you by Mephitic. Now it's you guys are poisonable, therefore you're dead meat. Boom, 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 boom. Tin of Tremor Stones got my charge back. That's great. Took longer than I expected, though, if I'm being honest. I'll have to remember that Tin of Tremor Stones takes a little longer to recharge than I expect. Although, worth pointing out, at no point since I last used it has it even occurred to me I wish I had that charge to use. Oh, read that, please. A bunch of gold is nice. Everything else here is irrelevant, so I'll take the money. I'm not using no triple sword. Not when it prevents me from using a shield slot. That's the thing about playing Gnolls. I don't know how hard it is to not get paralyzed against you, but no, now I know how hard because you're dead. Now, what was I talking about? I forgot something meaningful, but I don't remember. Oh yeah, think about playing Gnolls. You're going to get mid-level everything online. So the more your build can make use of or gain value from all that mid-tier stuff, the better. Yeah, we're gonna ditch the cloak in favor of this, no question. Right now, I've got what I've got. But let's say hypothetically I wanted to go with a single-handed weapon. No harm in that. You know, you can probably a double-handed weapon. No harm in that. Double-handed weapons are cool, but by and large, they do require more weapon training to get the same effect as a single-hander, right? And you're not going to be able to force that. Meanwhile, you're going to get passively all up to that single-hander level, and you're going to be training your shields up to that single-hander level. So the decision to go with a two-hander literally cripples, it wastes all the EXP that you put there. It's not a big deal because, you know, the EXP budget in this game is generous enough that you don't need every drop when you're playing an easy race like this. But at the same time, if you're already getting all that free EXP, may as well make as much use of it as you can. That's why you'll see that I tend to favor shield and single-hander on my Gnolls heavily, because I'm probably in a 3-room game setting getting to the point that I can fully make use of both of those things without going overboard. Yeah, I don't need extra magical power. I've got plenty for my purposes. And I think we leveled up once, so yep, we leveled up more than once. Let's take that OOD, please. We probably leveled up once and spellcasting up once. Holy word. I remember the first time I read that scroll name, I thought it was unholy word, and I just pictured screaming the F word at the top of your lungs so much that the angels around you literally die. But yeah, no, the holy word makes more sense. You guys seriously just have a death wish? Come here, buddy. Come here, guy. I'll sock you with my socker. Okay, it took way more damage than I meant to. Gotta remember not to do that. Alrighty. I'm wondering if I actually need the Ring of the Mage right now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of it, but I'm not making enough use of the spells I need it for to justify using it. Alright. Just as I say that, right? We're gonna go ahead and acid this whole row. Especially the... Okay, it doesn't go that far, that's fine. This far it should go. Perfect. I've lost runs to those rocks before, so I need to be very careful. Good. I am also wearing repel missiles right now, so truly I should have had the advantage against those rocks. And look how much damage they did to me. I think it was my last Chaos Knight, actually, the one before my Ascension, that died to just 2 or 3 rock hits. And it's like, I didn't realize I could get rocked that fast. Well, yeah, you mess with the Cyclops and you get yourself rocked. What's the odds on Servitor now? 26%. Yeah, so I do need the Wizardry effect to make sure Servitor is within the realm of castability. And I don't, strictly speaking, need the Servitor, but it's probably more valuable to me than an extra couple points of AC. Good, 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 good. Nothing worth identifying. I don't know why you're still carrying out around useless rings. Useless because I already resist fire fairly well and can resist it harder if I change my jewelry around. Or my weaponry. Buckler of Protection is a strict upgrade from what I'm on now, so I'm going to go back and pick it up, especially because I think it was positively enchanted. This buckler is positively enchanted. Also, any amulet in the whole dungeon? No. Man, it's been slow to give me some of my armor spots, let me tell you. There you go. I remember when I was avidly relying on every little advantage I could get just a couple hours ago in this run. Now look at me. Poo-pooing, turning my nose up at an enchant scroll. Okay, good. Very good. I don't know why. I thought I was better off than 32% on my servitor. Oh, right, when I'm wielding my N+4 stat stick, I'm better off. That's a fail. Let's get out of here. Repel missiles, baby. Learn it. Learn to die to it. I see someone's joined chat. Hello, welcome. Hope you enjoy this. Boom, boom. This transition from weak to strong is the most fun part of the game, in my opinion. When you've been, well, they're all fun phases, I guess. It depends what you're in the mood for. The struggle to get through D1 through 6 can be a lot of fun. When, well, maybe not D1, D2 through 6, to get to the lair and get a build going that survives it is very fun. To then have that build that is surviving it and finish surviving it, that's an accomplishment. And then the power spike when you hit the tipping point of a run and then start getting better and winning against the obstacles in the dungeon. And definitely different races, builds, and class combos hit that spike at different times. I would say for me as a Gnoll, the spike generally happens post lair plus minus orc. Or especially if I find a gauntlet, that tends to be a tipping point all on its own, where I have a near-death experience, get through the gauntlet, and then I win. Yeah, that was a bad play. That was just a bad play. I think we Phantom Mirror the zombie, and then we start beating stuff up. That didn't work at all. Tremor Stones. There we go. That got rid of them. Now it's just one-on-one. Now I'm not as worried. We'll flip to a weapon that we can actually wield well. It's more than a vamping stat stick. LRD password. Nothing I care for. Again, I want to be clear, none of that starting book is fine. You can do great things with that kit, but it's targeted more at an earlier game that I'm in, and definitely not as concordant with my summoning spells. We can pitch Searing Ray for 2 levels easily. We can pitch Canine Familiar for 3 levels. I think that's the way to go right now, because it's the most levels I get with one spell. We're 1 away from Irradiate, which is something I desperately want to pick up, so we're on the right track. Boom, baby. The firewalk is upon you. Deal with it. Okay, that pain reflection is really, really a pain. Pain reflection is a pain. How appropriate. I don't know what's hurting so bad, and I don't want to find out. I just want it dead. Alright, stat stick back. Yeah, I do want that. I don't necessarily need flame wands anymore. That's a little beneath my dignity. Boom, baby. Random scroll. Read it. Torment wasted. I love using Torment to clear the royal jelly, so I'm kind of sad when I lose it for no reason. But truly, at this stage of the game, I should expect that what few scrolls I have left are going to be to identify are going to be the rarest ones. Probably a silence somewhere in the mix too. No idea what that is, so we'll throw an OOD at it. And okay, we win. Nope, we don't win. It's blinking around. Need a better method of engagement here. You want to come to me, you're going to have to come through the fire. I don't know what you are, but yeah, there we go. Got it. I suspect it was just an unseen horror or a bat of some kind, which follows bat movement logic. Melee orbs of destruction. Okay, never mind. Just carve you up with the scimitar of fire, I guess. I guess javelins. Yeah, javelins was definitely the way to go. Firewalk. Okay, we are down to D5 or D15. We clear this, we're in the money. Also, irradiate should be memorizable by now. It is not. Oh, it can't be that far. Switch to dagger, stab it. Nope. Wrong stat buff. You guys, I repel missiles. I mean, I can't deal with you all day, but it's going to be a long time before you take me down that way. 1 pip of RF is probably enough, but I should put my servitor out there immediately. I failed twice. Blink is virtually guaranteed to save me. Yep. There was like 1 possible tile that hurt me with blink, the rest helped. Why can I not cast this? 28%. I should be casting it with facility. I'll put out the stat stick. Yeah, that was easy. When I actually got my cast off, it was straightforward. Javelin you to death. Victory is mine. What's next? Burn you to death. And we win again. As always. As usual. You know, there's a reason why in the dungeon there's 80, sorry, not 80, there's 100, 200, 500, 1,000 enemies and only one of me. It's because I'm the one that survives. It's because I can use staircases. Yeah, Spellforce Servitor is fine as a tanky tool, but he is kinda worth 3 MP at that point. He's definitely worth all 7 only when he's also blowing everything up that follows you. Ditch polymorph, keep a lightning rod. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Longbow indeed. I remember when you used to cause me trouble. Remember when that boulder beetle forced me to blink away and go up and down stairs over and over and over till I could get a good Mephitic engage, and now he's just a poison bait. Funny how the power curve shifts. Oh, it's slow and plodding for a gnoll, but the long arc of the universe curves towards justice. My justice. Boom. Melee range orb of destruction. Lord knows I had the mana for it. Waste of an ID scroll, sure, but I really just didn't want to deal with the key presses to pick that up. Oh, of course, you guys can't see invisible, so this is meaningless. I love when that happens, when he can't see his target, but he's attacking the thing behind his target, so he still fires, and it totally destroys the target that I needed killed in the first place. As long as I don't get confused, it's fine. Got him. Got him again. Got you real good. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. Real good. Bump, 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 bump. And that's it. Dungeon cleared. So with the dungeon cleared, the lair and orc cleared, it's time to go back and pick up some runes. With repel missiles active, Shoals is probably highest on the list. Especially since I have Servitor online, I fully predict I can deal with most of what I find there. My shopping list, sorry, that's not what I'm trying. My shopping list, I don't have one. And what artifacts have I ignored? There's a buyable mace that I don't know what it does. There's a very expensive short sword that gives me occasional rage issues, but other than that, excellent poly resist on everything that isn't electricity. I've got a good set of swap rings. I have excellent will defense against sirens and the like. I'm pretty sure I can do okay in shoals. Yeah, let's go for it. Oh, and I almost forgot. I have the AoE spell, the Toxic Radiance. So that's definitely helpful. Let's switch over to a resisting mace with bonuses to intelligence and start taking stuff out. All right, good opener. Good follow-up. And where are we at now? Just more poison to finish. Did I take damage there? No? Okay. Just a bunch of stuff that happened. I think the Toxic Radiance is excellent for thinning the crowds, providing passive damage for when I'm, otherwise under the influence of something or the other. Dealing with it so that I don't have to be melee capable in what is frankly a lot of water. I don't think I ever picked up Irradiate, but now's the time for it. What was I thinking? Right. Javelin, the Nameless Horror, and now we can just start winning again. See all these times I would love to be irradiating? You can't because of positioning. Let's go ahead and pick it up. So now we've got our melee option, our ranged option, all on pure damage, our summoner option, and our screen clear option. How shall I kill thee? Let me count the ways. Here it looks like it's going to be an irradiate finish. Here it'll be a poison finish. Okay, what's next? Poison. And even if I get put to sleep here, having a summoned creature means that they can't just go to town on me. They have to deal with my summon both defending and offending on my behalf. Go nuts. Take it out. Good. More burn, baby, more burn. Ignite. Poison. Ogreb's ignition. Beautiful. Beautiful work. I'll take them all. I have enough money that I can afford to go overboard now. So all the curing and heal wounds I'll take. I don't really care about most of this stuff, and I have at least the one in a pinch, so yeah, we're good. That's it. Alright. Floor cleared. Oh, right, I need to walk away in order to do the irradiate to finish. You may be the avatar of a merman, but I am the voice of the eclipse. Alright, floor cleared, next floor. And this is just the way it will be. I'm probably going to actually go for the rune instead of backing off once I get to the rune chamber. Assuming that I'm there safely and not getting shafted and a whole bunch of other stuff. It's pretty straightforward here. Things that would make me seriously reconsider are if Mennas is able to show up, then I would, until such time as I feel comfortable or have my silencing in hand, I would probably, not silencing, sorry, waterlogging, so he's silenced, I'm not. I would probably steer clear of the floor until Mennas is dealt with, or is much lower beneath my cat talents. Javelineers don't scare me. In fact, I get excited at all the extra spears I'm about to pick up. You all good and dead? Please finish him. Alright, there's a new blink scroll for me to pick up. That's nice. I'll take it. I'll take your money. Finish him. Or her. Do-do-do. Ah! There was a time I would really have been excited about that rapier of electrocution. That it was a different time. So I've got a helmet of what exactly? Some will, invis, and all good stuff, but if I had +3 int, I would take it. So it's still worth IDing this to figure out what it is. It's nothing. It's just a +2 helmet. Forget about it. Forget about it. I could have done that without IDing. I could have just test worn it, but then I would have had to make space in my inventory, then take it off, then put it on. That started to seem like a work. I wish I could make as much mana as you. That'd be awesome. That'd be an interesting transmutation spell to transmute into a servitor. Oh, howdy there, Misharm. Great to see you. How are you doing today? This is the second to last or last, depending how you count, background that I need to clear before I can say I've beaten Krull with every background in the game. Technically, the latest version has added some backgrounds, so I have to go and add one more before I can really say that, but very exciting. Exciting times. Boom, baby. Boom, baby. Fry you all. We'll drop a servitor here. Definitely the right move. Back off, hide. So yeah, the Shoals has this gigantic open layout, and it's taking, being even vaguely careful takes time, but mercifully with just how far over the curve I am, I don't have to be too careful. I've got plenty of power to throw at these weaklings. Oh, Vial of Floods, Vial of Floods. Indeed. The part of the game where RNG was likely to be able to kill me is done. At this point, if I die, I mean, it might be RNG a little, but it's kind of sort of your own damn fault. I have every tool to win the game with, and therefore no excuse to lose. Doesn't mean I won't, just means I won't have an excuse. The hardest resistance to get in this game is resist hubris. Okay, patrols 3, we've got one more tier to go. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Find me another staircase. There we go, that's better. More open space to see things from a retreat. None of those spells particularly valuable to me. I still would like to pick up statue form in theory. I can still make use of Bolt of Magma, but honestly, even if I don't ever memorize any of those, I'm in good shape. Boom. Boom. It's a really cool 1-2 combo. I can radiate poison such that everything that sees me gets and is vulnerable to poison becomes poisoned. And then I cast Ignite Poison so that any poison anywhere becomes fire, thus lighting things on fire from the inside at range. Screen range. Oh, that's Ilsui. No wonder I'm having such a hard time. Okay, she's worthy of respect. Let's see the deal. She's got Abjuration. That's going to be a pain to deal with. Let's back off. Make sure her summons are all gone before I go down. If she's not invulnerable to poison, I can still confuse her. Indeed. Thank you so much, sir. And it's always wonderful when people drop by. So, great to see you. All right, now she's confused. Now she's on fire. And we'll start spearing her with javelins. She's hiding, as she should. I can get off one, maybe two more before I have to retreat. That's all I needed. She's gone. Huzzah! All this stuff kills ya, and I get my health back. Water nymph. Nymphy. We should probably irradiate to death. There we go. And then hide from my own orb. You know, getting killed by your own orb or by your ally firing an orb at you is incredibly embarrassing and has happened to me at least once. I feel like I should make a query for that, a query for, have you blown yourself up with your own orb? Because in order to get that to happen, you have to be at least like level 7 spells, right? So pretty far in the game. And because they're visible on the screen, you had a turn to deal with it, and somehow you still managed to get hit. Nothing I care about. Okay, finally, first amulet of the game. Let's see what it is. $5 says it's crap. Not really. I don't gamble. We can pitch might at this point. Oh, we can pitch flight at this point, I guess. Amulet of Regen's good. It's not great, but it's not bad in any way. I do not feel the need to open a vault like that. Leastwise, not for a book that I already have. Oh, another amulet. Okay. Yeah, Cursed Amulet of Inaccuracy. I think we'll pass, thank you so much. Cursed Inaccuracy kind of speaks for itself for how much it would suck. Oh, it's past 10. Okay, so I'm gonna have to wrap this up quick. Let's aim for clearing this floor, dipping our toe into the next one, possibly getting the rune, and then calling it end of the stream for the night. It's quite enough to go from just clearing orc to here. Polyresist with int +4 versus polyresist with, yeah, let's ditch some of the stuff I don't need. This is still a one-hander, yeah? War Axe of the Eternal Warrior. It is a one-hander, so yeah, I can use it as a swap weapon when I need an extra pip of resistance. We'll remove the curse. And it compares to the mace that resists electricity, but not an extra pip of fire. They both have hit +4 on them. Generally speaking, I'd rather have 1 pip of fire, 1 pip of resist electricity. Getting hit by electricity when you're not expecting it is awful. You know you're strong when you can stand toe to toe with an alligator, a alligator snapping turtle in the water and still win. You know you're ridiculously strong when you can win using melee attacks. Wait, where's Luis the Corrupted? Ooh, okay. That's okay. She cannot banish me, so that's the biggest thing I'm not worried about. She doesn't have a reflecting shield, near as I can tell. So we're in for a slog here. I feel like I should make my way back to my safety, which is northwest, and maybe quaff haste to do it. Problem is, Luis is very capable of setting me back immensely, and I'm giving the respect for that possibility. If she was capable of abyssing me, we would be having a different conversation, and I would just be running away. No, not that target. That one, please. I think we acid once or twice. There we go. Okay, we win. We win that fight. Haste may have been necessary there, may not have, doesn't matter. I don't need a tower shield just yet, but I will swap up my trident or whatever of pointlessness. We don't need a dagger of venom at all anymore, and a demon trident of venom potentially offers similar advantages, but better. Yeah, please tell me if those gloves are worth anything. Inventory management. It's bad in every game it's in. Nope, I'd rather stick with 1+1 pair of does slightly more instead of 1+. I have enough enchant armors I should throw at some points at something. So we'll max out the gloves of archery and let's look for alternative shields. There's a generic kite shield that I am just about. I'm probably ready to wear, honestly. But compared to an upgraded protection version buckler, I might hang on buckler a little longer. All right, we are at the last floor. How much magic? We only have 1 map scroll, so we're going to try to do this floor without mapping, if possible. Oh, we found the rune already? Unless it's a mimic, that's fantastic news. Let's stay here and torch all of you guys to death. A little too cavalier even for me. It was a mimic. I called it. Okay, no harm done, no harm done. We had an easy clear. We didn't tunnel vision hard or all in or anything to get there. That's fine. Yeah, whether or not. Let's get out of here. Try another staircase. The more I get explored of the floor, the easier it is to make an escape when things go south. Kill you all. Excellent. Not you, asshole. Seriously. I don't know how it is, but that thing seems to always appear when it's tactically the worst for me. Nope. 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 Oh god, no. We have a rogue orb here. I could die to that rogue orb. I have no idea where it's going to go next. I'm literally just going to blink like crazy to get away from it. Okay, I don't know what hit me. The Orb of Destruction. The Orb of Destruction somehow hit me. I don't know how it possibly could have with all those circles and with me covered in rocks, but you see why I wasted a blink scroll to hide and get away from it. That thing hit like a truck. And it's hilarious because I was just talking about how, you know, it's so embarrassing to die to your own orb, and there you go. Hundreds and hundreds of games, 1 or 2 deaths to my own Orbs of Destruction, too many. It's a good thing I kept that number down to 1, or maybe 2, and I forgot the second one. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. We can Olgrebs almost all of these guys, actually. And that one had the rune in it, which is probably why it was so well guarded. Boom, rune collected. We are 1/3 the way to game or more. That was a really fancy looking plate mail. Do I have a lot of ID scrolls? Yeah, may as well throw one at it. It's not that great. It's certainly not worth going all in for. That, on the other hand, may well be a reason to ditch the repel missiles, especially now that I'm done with shoals where it's the most useful. Drop the... What do I not need ever? Flight at this point is pointless. Cloak of the Lizard, harm ego, absolutely forget it. I do not want harm. Harm, by the way, I want to be clear, is not a bad ability. I mean, it raises the damage done to others and to you, which means as long as you're positioning well and getting first strikes, and your first strikes tend to be alpha strikes, and you tend to win all fights quickly, blah, blah, blah. This helps you kill things faster than they can hurt you. And it deals more damage to them, bonus damage, than you get take. So that's all good. My problem is I don't tend to die to the enemies that helps me kill aren't the enemies I tend to die to. I tend to die to bursts of damage that are unexpected or sudden situations where I'm trapped or caught out of position. And anything that makes those situations worse, where I'd like to focus my energy on running away, so I'm getting 0 benefit off of my harm ego, very dangerous for me. What is the EV penalty on these? 10? Yeah, forget about it. I ain't taking an encumbrance 10. All right, we're done with the shoals. And just in time, too. First rune acquired. I think that'll have to be it for the night. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.